Since its inception, we, the Dream Weavers, have tried our best to give you, young ones, a good travel experience, either through the pages or by the click of a button. In this issue, I'm going to share my personal experience regarding my trip to the Wagah border, Punjab. When I saw Pakistan on the other side, when hundreds of people were screaming Bharat Mata Ki Jai, oh, the goosebumps. I never knew I felt this way for my country. Yes, India is mine, and I'm a proud Indian. It was a hot sunny afternoon in Amritsar, but that was no deterrent for the hundreds of people who were heading to Wagah border for the lowering of the flags ceremony. And I was one of them. The ceremony is a daily military practice followed by the Border Security Force and the Pakistan Rangers since 1959. The rush was maddening to say the least. It was almost as if the government decided to give away a day's visa to visit Pakistan. The crowd included elderly people, foreign nationals, people with toddlers in tow, and photography enthusiasts, including myself, carrying a huge camera and not caring about tugging them along with the crowd. There was pushing, stamping on each other's feet, forcing the gates open, and what not. I was running to get a front row seat, screaming at my parents to hurry up. After being seated, I looked around and wondered, what was it that drew so many people to Wagah? Love for the country? Patriotism? Curiosity? Or thrill? I really don't know what it is, or maybe it's all of these reasons. But for me, apart from patriotism, the reason was fascination. Fascination to see what exactly transpires at the border. Fascination to see what it's like across the border. To see those people on the other side. Benazir Bhutto once said, there is a little bit of India in every Pakistani and a little bit of Pakistan in every Indian. Though there is so much in common between the two sides, such as culture, language, food, music, and cricket, both diverge so much in their approaches. As former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee said, no guns, but only brotherhood can solve the problems. Let us hope and pray that a day may dawn when Pakistan may agree to reach an agreement of peaceful coexistence with India. The daily highlight at Wagah border is the evening beating the retreat ceremony. Soldiers from both the countries march in a drill, going through the steps of bringing down their respective national flags. The drill is characterized by elaborate and rapid dance-like maneuvers and raising legs as high as possible. The pomp and pageantry of the beating retreat and the change of guard occur within the handshaking distance of the Indian and Pakistani forces. It is alternatively a symbol of the two countries' rivalry as well as brotherhood and cooperation between the two nations. The ceremony starts with a blustering parade by the soldiers from both sides and ends up in the perfectly coordinated lowering of the two nations' flags. It is called the Beating Retreat Border Ceremony on the international level. One infantryman stands at attention on each side of the gate. As the sun sets, the iron gates at the border are opened and the two flags are lowered simultaneously. The flags are folded and the ceremony ends with a retreat that involves brusque handshake between soldiers from either side, followed by the closing of the gates again. The soldiers of this ceremony are specially appointed and trained for this auspicious ceremony. From Bollywood numbers like I Love India, Chak De India, and Suno Gaur Se Duniya Walo playing in the background, to shouts of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Hindustan Zindabad, from being able to see people sitting on the other side and wondering what must be going on their heads and hearts, to the powerful show put up by the BSF and Pakistan Rangers, the experience at Wagah is gripping, no doubt. How to reach Wagah Atari border? In order to reach Wagah Atari border, you need to reach Amritsar first. There are 3 ways of doing so: by air, by train, and by road. Sri Guru Ram Das Ji International Airport is the nearest airport from Amritsar, 11 kilometers. Taxis are easily available from the airport to reach the main city. Alternatively, tourists also take a train ride from different parts of India like Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, etc. to the railway junction in Amritsar. The city is also well connected by road to closer cities like Chandigarh, Delhi, Shimla and Jaipur. Wagah Atari border retreat ceremony timings. If you want to have the perfect views of the retreat ceremony, it is important to get the best seat at the venue. For that, you need to be an early bird. Therefore, the ideal time to reach Wagah Atari border is a little before 3 p.m. so that you have enough time in hand to go through the security checks and depositing baggage before choosing an ideal seat at the amphitheatre. The retreat ceremony starts at 5:15 p.m. in summer and 4:15 p.m. in the winter season. The total time duration of the ceremony is 45 minutes. The entrance to the venue is open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.